Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Kaylee, your healthy aging bestie. And today I'm going to share a class with you that is going to take you through a series of exercises that I love to perform before I apply my makeup each day or in lieu of applying makeup. So as I was developing this class, what I was thinking about is what are we usually trying to accomplish when we apply our makeup? So one of the first things that we're often trying to accomplish is to maybe cover up any dark circles under our eyes, maybe reduce the appearance of the puffiness under our eyes, often the contouring in our face to help eliminate the appearance of facial bloat and facial puffiness. So I'm going to share some exercises with you that naturally help to actually reduce that facial bloating and diminish the appearance of under eye circles. Then second, when we apply our eye makeup, our mascara, we're often looking to help draw attention to our eyes, to help them to be brighter and wider, more alert looking, more energetic and bright. So I'm going to share a couple of exercises with you to naturally help open, strengthen, and shape the eyes to give you that appearance every single day, whether you're wearing makeup or not. Then the next thing is usually our cheeks. You know, we apply blush, we apply contouring. We want them to look full. We want them to look healthy and colorful and vibrant. So we're gonna do a couple of exercises that will, number one, help to lift and tone the cheeks, but also help to bring more fullness to the muscles and drive blood flow into the face. So you're naturally gonna create that lifted cheek, that toned cheek, but also that gentle flush in the cheeks that we try to create with blush. And then lastly is our lips. We apply lip liner, we apply lipstick and gloss. We want full looking, healthy looking, nice color tone on our lips. So I'm going to share a couple of mouth exercises that you can do to help reduce fine lines, to help make the lips appear and start to actually be more full, to boost collagen production, and to help the muscles to strengthen and tone so you have more of a natural lift to the mouth and more full appearance in your lips. So let's get started. Actually, let's back it up one more second. Before we get started, let me just share a quick reminder with you. When I started my face yoga journey, it was to heal my TMJ, to help relieve tension and pain in my face that was causing muscle weakness, that was causing muscles to pull out of alignment. And it was creating some lines and some length and some rapid aging in my skin and in my facial muscles and tone. But each day when I showed up to my face yoga practice, what I was thinking about was how I was caring for my face, how I was relaxing, that this was an act of self-love, that this was something that was soothing and healing to not just my face, but to also the stress that was happening in my life, to my mind and to my body. And so I never want us to approach face yoga from the mindset of there's something wrong with my face and I want to fix it. So when we apply makeup, we should be applying that as something to enhance our inherent beauty, to accentuate the features of ourselves that we love, to approach it from a place of appreciation and seeing what's beautiful about ourselves. And I want you to do the same with your face yoga practice. So as you are showing up to your practice each day, instead of looking at your face and thinking about what you would like to be different, just think about the positives. Think about how this is a time for you to show loving attention to yourself, to care for yourself, to support relaxation, to relieve stress, and to naturally accentuate the beauty that is already in your face. So now let's get started with that positive mindset. The first thing that we're gonna do is we are going to apply a little bit of facial serum. My favorite one is starting to run low. And so you're gonna dab it around your eyes because that's where we're gonna start. Put a little bit around your mouth and on the cheeks, and then a little bit on the neck because we are gonna work on some lymphatic drainage here. So you're gonna start using your ring fingers and we're gonna bring them underneath our eyes And we're just gently gonna start to trace a circle from the corner of the eyes down to the cheekbone, up and around. And you want to really use a feather light touch here. So you shouldn't see the skin under the eyes dragging at all. It's barely touching. And although it might feel like you're not really doing anything, trust me, you are. The lymphatic system lives right underneath the skin. So we don't need a heavy touch to stimulate it. In fact, if our touch is too heavy, if we're pressing too much, then we're basically gonna end up bypassing the lymphatic system and we're gonna be pressing into the muscle. And that's not our goal here. What we wanna do is we wanna start to drain any excess fluid that's built up and sitting around the eyes. We wanna start to move and flush the toxins out of this area. That's gonna bring more brightness. It's gonna increase blood flow to the area. It's gonna help the eyes to look brighter. And over time, with practicing this regularly, you're gonna help to reduce the dark circles and the puffiness that we can often experience in the eye area. So don't forget to breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Your belly's expanding on your inhale, contracting on your exhale. And the breathing is really important to helping you to just relax and to maximize the benefits. So with all the exercises that I'm going to show you, you can do them for up to a minute. So we're just going to stop here at the corner of the eyes. We're just going to gently press here. Circle one direction 3 times. Circle the other direction 3 times. And release. Good. So now that we've started to flush some of the junk out using our lymphatic system, which is our natural garbage disposal for our bodies, we're gonna work on opening and brightening the eyes. So we're gonna do an exercise called the owl, and you're gonna make a C shape with your first finger and your thumb. And you're gonna rest your fingers above your eyebrows, and your thumbs just kind of come to where they naturally rest for you. And see how we've sort of created that owl appearance. Now, gently pressing in above the eyebrows, you wanna open your eyes wide without creating wrinkles in the forehead. So your goal is to really focus on looking straight ahead, making the eyes big and wide, and then just breathing. Belly expanding on the inhale. Let's just relax for a minute. Don't worry if you feel like you look a little bit silly. You kind of have crazy eyes when you're doing this exercise, but that's okay. It is working the muscles around the eyes. So we're just gonna repeat. Finding that focal point in front of you, opening the eyes nice and wide. You should actually feel your eye muscles working here. And release. So as we're working those eye muscles, we're training them to open wider. We're also driving blood flow to the area. Let's repeat that one more time. So just open the eyes wide. I'm gonna look up to a more natural point for me, holding the eyes nice and wide and open. Good, and relax. And just do a quick smoothing across your forehead. In case you created any lines while you were doing that, we'll just gently smooth those out. And now we're gonna do one more exercise for the eyes. So we're gonna just hold our hands on our forehead. And again, when we're practicing face yoga, we always wanna be cognizant of not creating wrinkles. So you're gonna hold your hands on your forehead to help to keep it nice and smooth. And then we're gonna look straight ahead, keeping the chin nice and level. You're gonna look up and to the right, down and to the left. Up and to the right, and down and to the left. You're gonna work at your own level of comfort, but we're really driving hydration to the eyes here to help them look more bright. We are driving blood flow, and we're also working the muscles. do 2 more like this, looking up and to the right, down and to the left. And if you want to just relax for a minute, and now we're going to repeat the other direction. So smooth the forehead. You're going to look up to the left, down to the right, up to the left, and down to the right. And we're working and toning the muscle around the eye here, the orbicularis oculi, and that's going to help to strengthen that muscle. Our eyes get very tired. We spend so much time looking at screens, squinting, and this really helps to strengthen these muscles to lift our eyes. So it can help with hooded eyes, and it can just help with opening up the eyes and making them look and appear and actually start to be brighter and healthier. So those are a couple of eye exercises to get you started, and now we're going to move on to the cheek area. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create little hooks with our fingers, and just using the flat part, we're going to place it under our eyes at the side of our nose, and you're just going to gently smooth and lift. All that lymphatic drainage work, I feel things moving for me. So you might need to clear your throat from that, take a little sip of water. But what we're doing here is we're just lifting and toning the muscle. So you don't want to drag the skin. That's why having a little bit of face serum, it really helps to create that natural glide. And you can already see some color starting to come into my cheeks as I'm increasing the blood flow. I'm helping to lift, helping to tone. And like I said, with all face yoga exercises, we can do them up to a minute. We're going to do this one for just a little bit less, but if you want to pause the video and keep going. Now that we've got some blood flow into the area, we've started to work the muscle here. We're increasing our collagen and our elastin production. We're going to move on to another exercise that is going to help to bring some fullness to the cheeks. So this is called the chipmunk, and what you're going to want to do is puff out your cheeks with air, and then you can see I created some little lines there, so I'm going to use my first 3 fingers to smooth those, and then you're just going to move the air back and forth from right to left, and we're going to go for 1 minute. Don't forget to keep breathing through your nose. If you need to take a little break, and come right back. Again, go at your own pace. Let's do about 15 more seconds. And relax. So that's really going to help to lift and tone the cheek muscles. It's going to help to, over time, create more fullness in the cheek area. So it's like a natural filler. So the last thing we're going to do for our cheeks is we're really going to help to bring that color in and to increase that collagen and elastin production for those full lifted toned cheeks. So using your first 2 fingers and your thumbs, you're going to gently press in, do a little twist and a lift. And you don't have to push too hard. You don't want to pull the skin out. You just want to push in and lift off. And again, you can see that my cheeks are getting a little red. That's how you know you're doing it right. It's bringing the oxygen flow, or the blood flow, into the area. And you can just go all over your cheeks. If you worry about nasal labial lines, these smile lines, you can do a little extra on that area. And again, remembering to breathe here. It's so important to the benefits of this practice, to helping you to relax. And face yoga is so much more than corrective. It's an actual true wellness practice. It is genuinely therapeutic. There have been actual studies done that show that practicing regularly for about 20 minutes a day, 5 to 6 days a week for 20 weeks can have an actual effect of reverse aging your face by up to 1 year. Okay, and I always like to remind everybody that just like exercising our bodies and exercising our faces, it's not just about the exercises that we do, it's about the other self-care activities that we do. So when it comes to our skin and our face health, are we drinking enough water? Are we staying hydrated? Are we making sure that we're not taking in too many, highly processed things that are filling us up to where there's no room left for the antioxidants and the nutrients? So are you getting in that water? Are you getting in those fruits and vegetables? Because if we want to build nice muscle tone in our face, we need the building blocks for muscle, which would be protein. If we want to have healthy cell turnover, where the cells on the outer layer of our skin that we can see are healthy and clear and vibrant, we need to be taking in those antioxidants. We need to be taking in those nutrients. So what we eat and drink is just as important to our face and how the exercises are working as it is to our body and how physical activity works for our bodies. Okay, so we are going to end with lips and one more lymphatic drainage technique, and you are going to be ready for either your makeup-free day or that nice foundation before you apply your makeup for work, a presentation, or a fun night out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our tongue and we're going to trace the inside line of our lips. And the key to this exercise is to move slowly. So your tongue should actually get tired. And we're going to do 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other direction. Okay, you probably need to stop and swallow. Give your tongue a little rest for a minute. And now we're going to go in the other direction. Make sure you're breathing through your nose as you're moving. Good job. Okay, so like I said, that is going to help to make the lips look more full and help with these little fine lines. And now we're going to end with something called the smile smoothing technique. This is one of those ones where you're going to look a little funny, but you just have to embrace it. So we're going to make like an O shape with our mouth and gently wrap your lips around your teeth like this. Okay, and then we're going to smile, trying to keep our lips wrapped around our teeth, and we're going to repeat that 8 times. So it looks like this. Good. Now we're going to wrap our lips around our teeth, and with our mouth closed, we're going to smile. We're going to smooth out the lines that are formed, and we're going to take a couple of deep breaths. We're going to repeat that 3 times. And relax. So remember, once you wrap your lips, then you're going to smile. So you may not actually see the muscle moving at first, but it's the intention of trying to lift the corners of your lips. Good, and we're gonna do that one more time. So as you see, when I do it, it creates lines here. So I'm just using my first fingers to gently smooth out those lines. and relax. Good, so that is going to help. That is your smile smoother. It's going to help to make the lips more plump, to smooth the lines and wrinkles here. And we're going to end with one more round of lymphatic drainage. We're going to start at the top of the neck, like behind the ears, and you're gently going to come down to the collarbone. My mic is kind of in the way, so I'm going to do it halfway on my left side and all the way on my right side. So it's a very gentle feather-like touch, just like when we went around our eyes. You're not pressing into your neck. You shouldn't be pulling the skin. You start behind the ear and you come down to the collarbone. And again, this is going to help to flush fluid and bloat and inflammation from the face so that it can appear brighter, so that it can appear more defined and not so puffy. And this is a great way to both start and end your face yoga practices, your face yoga classes. So I hope that you found this workout helpful. I hope that you are feeling relaxed. I hope that as you're going through this, that you are looking at your face and you are appreciating every beautiful thing about it and looking at it, lovingly and with positivity, because I promise you, you will see more results. You'll be more likely to show up for your practice when you have that positive mindset about what you're doing, and you just start out by thinking, this is good for me. It takes time to see results. You'll usually start to see results with a consistent practice in about 14 to 21 days, just depending on the other elements of your health and your wellness journey, how consistent you are. And after 30 days, you should definitely start to notice some big improvements. And the longer you practice, just like with exercise for your body, the greater the benefits become. So let's just do 3 more right here. And we're going to close with some breath work and a little positive affirmation. So let's take a deep inhale in through our nose for the count of 4. And exhale for a count of 6. Bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes, and I just want you to repeat to yourself 3 times, either out loud or in your mind, I am beautiful just as I am. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's class. If you did, I would love it if you could like and subscribe below. That would mean so much to me. Helping me see what workouts and what classes you enjoy will help me to know what to develop more of for you so I can support you on your face yoga journey. If you enjoyed this workout, please share it with a friend. And check out the comments in the description below. I've shared a couple of my favorite resources for helping my skin with hydration and having the right nutrients and foundation for that cell turnover and for that rebuilding to create a hydrated, glowing, dewy look. So take a peek at those, see if any of them might support you on your wellness journey. And thank you so much for being here. I look forward to practicing with you again in another class soon.